this backhoe chassis car, here is Justin Bonsignor.
Six-starter on the field from Somers, Connecticut, Dan Avery, Horsepower Hill Farm.
And it'll be car number 50. The owner of that car, Adam Scavera, is celebrating a birthday today. The driver of car number 50 in the Flamingo Motorsports entering Woody Pitcat.
In the 8th starting position, he'll drive the Quick Stop Mobile Services number 17. From Wilbraham, Massachusetts, he's been a rocket lately in the SK Modifieds, Glenn Reed.
Then it will be car number 3. The driver is Matty Ice from Meriden. And the Napa Fazzino Auto Parts car, Matt Galco.
Causes Central Auto brings us one of the family favorites, car number 66. From Conwell, Connecticut, they call it the Bulldog, Eric Parks.
Car number 59 is next, a two-time winner from Ellington in the tick-free organic tick control car, Ronnie Williams.
Then it's the Barnes Pools Cookers Construction number 81. This guy's been red hot from Somers, Connecticut, Todd Owen.
Then car number 99, a winner on opening weekend in the Monk Mechanic Hand Wipes car, Rowan Pennick.
The Wheelers Auto Mr. Rooter number 88, the point leader from Berlin, Connecticut, Keith Rocco.
Priest Lightning in car number 6, Ryan Priest in the J.G. Pool and Drywall car.
Sean Foster, the TSI Harley Davidson 25, Tyler Hines, the 94, Michael Christopher, the 82, and Tommy Membrino. They fire them up off the turn. Ted Christopher, the color red, is racy at the point. Here they come, thundering to turn 3.
Boy, he came out like a candle in a birthday cake as he was able to get the early advantage. Now a battle for second. Sorrell trying to hold on, but it is the 22 of Michael Jarvis who asserts himself in the runner-up position.
Keep your eyes on Glenn Reed to the outside. Reed makes his presence known. Cipriano has been so quick, long overdue. They come off the turn, a swarm of cars rumble back to the line. It's still Christopher, but the heat is on.
Dan Avery is on the outside of Jarvis. Let's see how much giddy up he has.
Trouble
in the turn.
We've got one around between turns 1 and 2. And that is going to bring out the yellow.
I think Membrino might be one of
my mind both day and night. And
taking a walk through the paddock area, and I did that right before these cars came out onto the racetrack, and I walked by Jeremy Sorrell's number 77, started the event of the pole, restarting the outside of row number 2. You could tell he was giddy with excitement, especially after the strong run that they had 1 week ago, to be lined up alongside Ted Christopher and set to go as a rookie. But as a rookie, you have to earn the respect of those around you, and I think that's what he can do tonight if he has a good, solid run to that number 77.
I agree with you, Joe. We're going to get him fired back up. Get ready. We're going back to green. Fastest first lap of the race, Glenn Reed, 20.063. Green is back out. Christopher looks racy on the bottom. Here comes Jervis. High, wide, and handsome on the outside. Evenly matched. Bottom of turn 3. Christopher takes it in deep. They're paired up like they're looking for the start. They're at speeds close to 100 miles per hour. Bottom of turn 2. Still Christopher. No one's giving up an inch. The cream is starting to rise to the top. Cipriano goes to the outside. Bonsignor. Now Woody Pitcat. But Jervis is dancing with Christopher in the birthday celebration at the points. Down to turn 2. Jervis still running on the outside. Christopher trying to wear him out. And just as Joe Koss predicted, Jeremy Sorrell right in this dogfight. 6 make it 10 cars. That's what SK Modified Racing's all about.
And Dan Avery trying to make a move on the inside. He is trying to crowbar underneath Ted Christopher. Not enough firepower to make the move. He is surrounded by Jeremy Sorrell. And as you mentioned, Sorrell looks very comfortable on the outside lane.
He certainly does, but give credit where credit is due. Jervis just doesn't give up in the outside run of Ted Christopher. All of a sudden, we've got 5, 6, 7 cars contending for the runner-up spot. Look at Glenn Reed. Glenn Reed did a 2-step down to the bottom as he moves underneath Sorrell, and Justin Bonsignor. Haven't seen that car this strong this early all season long, Matt. He has come to play and race to the front.
And he's doing it on the outside. Trying to answer back is Joey Cipriano in the 84. The top 7 cars could fit in a beehive, and the man doing the most buzzing right now is Ted Christopher.
2x2 racing back at the bottom of the top 5. Cipriano, now Sorrell gets shuffled back. Here comes Glenn Reen up to 4. Cipriano moves to the inside. He'll take over the 5th spot, but Sorrell just doesn't give up. Christopher leads him back to the line.
So 3 cars have emerged at the front of the field. Christopher surrounded by Avery, who is surrounded by Jervis. Now moving up strongly is Glenn Reen, and it looks like Reen is capable of putting that car wherever he wants to, and right now he wants to go down low against Jarvis.
Meanwhile, Christopher shakes off Avery like a dog who has fleas. Back to the bottom of turn 2. It is still Jervis now in the 2nd spot. Here comes Glenn Reen again, going for the gusto. And look a little further back, another pack of cars. Todd Owen, along with Keith Rocco and Rowan Pennick, are dealing with heavy traffic, trying to get to the front.
A good side-by-side battle between Bonsignor and Sorrell. A better side-by-side battle between Dan Avery and Glenn Reen. And Reen is able to gangbuster his way to the outside ahead of Avery.
No question about it. Bonsignor tries to desperately hold off Sorrell. Here look at Cipriano. Down low. He moves to the inside. Joey Cipriano is wheel-to-wheel and side-by-side down the back straightaway.
Well, what a crafty move that was for the 84. Will it work? It looks like it will enable him to get into 4th place. And let's see if Bonsignor can follow him to get past Dan Avery.
That is a great battle going on. Back up front, Jervis changes his strategy, but Christopher still leads him. Reen tapped to the back bumper. Little Woody Woodpecker action there. They come off the turn. Jervis is trying a different line, Matt. Will it pay off?
He's trying to get under to smoke bomb his way to the lead against Christopher, and Teddy is able to hold him off. A great example of perseverance by Ted Christopher.
No question about it, and Glenn Reen is starting to work over Jervis. All of a sudden, further back in the top 5 is another battle, and Bonsignor has now moved into the 5th spot. Sorrell would like to set in the 6th position, and then we've got Rowan Pennick. Bottom of the top 10, he's there with Galco, along with Rocco, along with Glenn, Ryan Preece, and Woody Pitcat. Believe it or not, they're at the bottom of the top 10.
Yeah, Ryan Preece is 12th. Woody Pitcat is 13th. In front is Christopher. Here comes Reen. Full head of steam. And Reen is able to cyclone his way underneath the 22 of Jarvis. And Glenn Reen is in 2nd, ready to have something for Ted Christopher.
He's bringing the gift. Oh, they touch. They come off the turn. Little sideways action. Cipriano found a hole to the inside. Joey Cipriano is now into the 3rd spot. Sparks will fly. Tempers will flare. And all of a sudden, Jervis shuffled back to 5. That'll move the 21 of Bonsignor up to 4. Here comes Glenn Griswold. He's bringing a present to the party. That's the birthday party of Christopher, the leader of the event.
I don't know if he is invited to the party. He is trying to crash it. We have a problem over is at the rear. We are okay. Here comes Reen. Do or die move for Glenn Reen for the lead. And Ted Christopher has the veto power.
The door is suddenly closed. Glenn Reen has tied just about everything. Last circuit by, Ryan Preece scuffed the wall on the front straightaway. This time, halfway down and halfway to go. Here comes Glenn Reen. Going. Will it be gone? Comes off the turn. Glenn Reen takes over the lead. Keith Rocco is in the grass. Rocco is out of shape as he now tries to gather it back. Looks like maybe a tire going down. Back up front. Here comes Cipriano. He's there. So is it Bonsignor. All of a sudden.
Wow, look at Cipriano goes from 3rd to 1st.
Wow, what a move. Joey Cipriano wasted no time at all. He saw opportunity. It came and knocked, and he will take over the lead. Reed isn't happy. He's going to try to go for it back into turn 3. What's it going to be, Matt? Cipriano is long overdue for a victory. 22 laps of 40 now complete.
Glenn Reed got high, taking Christopher with him. That left an alley underneath for Cipriano, and he was able to cash in. Now down low. Here comes Reed. Power move halfway underneath Cipriano. He goes sideways, and Cipriano protects his lead.
No question about it. There is 4 cars, make it 6 cars. They're literally bouncing off each other as they head down to the turn number 1. Ted Christopher back in second. Reed drops back to third. Now Rowan Pennick is there. He'll move into the top 5. We can see what's happening. Pennick has got a car on rails in the outside groove. Todd Owen is out of the event. Mechanical woes.
And Jervis and Sorrell are still running well, 6th and 7th respectively. But nobody is running better than Joey Cipriano.
Trouble down in turn 1 and 2. We've got 1 car around, and that is bringing out the yellow. Tyler Hines, bad luck continues. As he
got a little bit crossed up, and now they're coming in to make some adjustments. They did not have new rubber to put on this car this week, so these are 2-week-old tires. Also had the chance to catch up with Mike Randall, who's a crew chief for Glenn Reed. And Mike, well, he got quite the hot rod out there tonight with Glenn Reed, running in the 3rd spot right now, but he's got a car that can drive to the front. Can he do it again?
Yeah, I'm sure he can do it if these guys stay out of the way. They're running pretty rough up there. We're just trying to keep it clean till lap 40 and see how the cards lay.
That's the story, guys, from the 17 pit. Wow, it looks incredible from down here in the infield. It's got to look great from your vantage point up high.
Remember, before the start of this event, I told you so. These are the SK Modifieds, and every Friday night here at Stafford, these guys do it the way you're seeing it happen right now. So come back and join us for Friday night's best SK Modified style. Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Here's Matt Buckler as we're about ready to go back to green.
Cipriano comes off the line in a hurry, but Ted Christopher is right there with him as they go elbow to elbow into turn number 2, and Cipriano wears him out. He moves in front, and look at Reed trying to take second away from Ted Christopher.
Christopher tries to make the crossover. It doesn't work. Bonsignor on the outside. He makes his presence known. Car 21 sparks off the wall and manages to hold on to the 3rd spot. Here comes Rowan Pennick. Glenn Reed is antsy to the bottom. Pennick is up on the wheel. He's come from the back of the pack. Rowan Pennick is a man with a mission to get to the front.
But Bonsignor is able to keep both Reed and Pennick behind him. Eric Burt is in the top 6. Ryan Preece making a late rush. Preece is in the top 7.
He certainly is, and Eric Byrne, the Bulldog, has moved into the 6th spot. Fastest lap turn, Joey Cipriano, 19.318. He leads them back to the stripe. 27 up on the board in this 40-lap event. Christopher all over Cipriano, but Cipriano hasn't made a mistake as yet. And remember, here comes Rowan Pennick to the inside. Rowan Pennick down underneath Glenn Reed. Pennick is up to the 4th spot. Pennick started the event in 13th position, Matt, and he is into the top 4.
Ted Christopher closing in on our leader, Joey Cipriano. Turn number 3 is when Ted likes to make it happen. Here he comes, and the door is slammed shut by Cipriano.
Meanwhile, further back, side-by-side racing, Woody Pitcat and Keith Rocco. But they are not in contention with the front pack of cars. Christopher sees some daylight. Bonsignor cuts down a left front tire. Bonsignor's machine. The left front tire goes down. Sparks will fly. The car set stranded underneath the Napa Auto Care Center sign as the caution flag comes out.
Yellow number 3, and it came because of the flat tire. A tire that went bankrupt on that number 21, Justin Bonsignor, and that was probably
driver in the number 1 position. And you used to work on Ted Christopher's equipment. You know his tendencies. What are you telling Joey Cipriano to be able to defeat the all-time winner?
Watch the bottom shot.
That's about what everybody does, but it's got to feel good to be in this position to have such a good run tonight.
Yeah, it is. I just hope the new driver can keep up with the old one, so we'll see how it goes.
Part of the story is that guys moving from one team to the next, but the 4 boys have been working on this for a long time. Brothers Ryan and Timmy, 2 to this 84 car. Ryan, again, used to work for the 13 of Ted Christopher. Now he's a crew chief, and Joey Cipriano hoping to get the first win.
The parade of cars come back out off pit road. and among them, Bonsignore is one of the cars coming out. Tyler Hines, the Williams car, they're having a problem with the right front wheel in that race car. They finally got it down, but will it be in the neck of time? Heartbreaker for Todd Owens. The last 2 weeks, he's been so strong here, and it looks like a mechanical woe has settled him out of this event. Get ready. Place your bets now. 29 of 40. There's the green, and Cipriano has some help with Rowan Pennick. Christopher on the high side. Here comes Pennick. And look at Ryan Preece, Matt. He's up among the top 5.
He is trying to get to the outside of Eric Byrne. A strong run for the Bulldog in the yellow 66. But on the outside of Pennick is Glenn Reed, as Reed can't get underneath Christopher, and now it's up to 10 to try to mount an assault against the number 84 car and Joey Cipriano. Here comes Christopher. Can't get close enough to make that bottom shot happen.
Cipriano is driving like the true pro that he is. The youngster showing him that he can get the job done, leading him down into turn 2. Christopher sees daylight. Going. Will it be gone? Rowan Pennick wants a piece of the action. Boom! He gives Christopher a shot to the bumper that gives him the advantage. Here comes Rowan Pennick. He sees daylight, and he's side by side with Cipriano for seconds.
Cipriano trapped momentarily on the outside. Let's see how he deals with Rowan Pennick in car number 99. Pennick has the giddy-up as he is able to high voltage his way past Cipriano, and now he is hoisted on the back bumper of Ted Christopher.
Rowan Pennick isn't done yet. He is going to the outside of Ted Christopher. Thinks twice of it. To the inside, down the back straightaway. Christopher, a little bit antsy off turn 2. Bottom shot. Christopher guards the lane. Here comes Pennick. Off the turn. Rowan Pennick is the leader. Back to the stripe. Here comes Cipriani, man, back to take over second.
6 laps to go. Cipriano, he is able to elbow his way underneath Christopher. He is in second. Now he's got to go after Rowan Pennick. Pennick's car seems to get stronger as the race gets longer. Reed on the bottom of Ryan Preece. Reed trying to make it into the top 4. The question with 5 laps to go, can Joey Cipriano get close enough to make a power move against Rowan Pennick?
All of a sudden, Rowan Pennick seems to get a second win, and he literally starts to pull away by about a car length and a half. Meanwhile, here comes Keith Rocco. We counted him out. He had a mechanical problem early, but that...
Hits the wall.
Doubled the front straightaway. Christopher.
With he and Preece. Preece and Christopher come together, and Christopher got the worst of it.
Sure did, and Preece was able to get away with car number 6. Teddy Christopher's car, literally just underneath the starter stand, tagged the wall hard, and that car, 6 and 13, we've been told by Race Central, are the 2 accident cars involved here, and what a unbelievable chain of events taking place. Ted Christopher. And now they've readjusted it.
Back and forth, they're making contact, but they're hanging on to it, and they're practically driving through turns 1 and 2, just about sideways, Tony. So, and I'll tell you what, this is shaping up to be a fantastic finish.
Absolutely, about to go back to green, but Tyler Hines in. He is involved in contact. The fender and the Nerf bar pushed in on the left rear tire. That's been straightened out. He's back on the racetrack, back upstairs.
Get ready. You are in for the final 5 like you've never seen it before. Off turn number 4. Here they come. SK style, green and racing. They are even at the line.
A great restart for Cipriano. Will it be good enough to evict Rowan Pennick from the top spot? The answer is no, and here comes Ryan Preece. Preece lightning is up to high voltage.
And what about the Bulldog, Eric Byrne? We haven't talked about him. Here comes Keith Rocco, also in the outside lane, and Woody Pitcat is starting to put the pressure on. The clock is ticking, 4 to go. 2 miles left. Pennick strings it out. Here comes Preece. He's up to second. Cipriano, look at Glenn Reed.
He goes underneath as they drift up the track. Reed trying to take the number 3 spot. Cipriano hanging tough on the outside, and Cipriano still maintains his 3rd place status.
Glenn Reed was down on the grass mowing the lawn, but that didn't slow him down a bit. Here comes Kid Rock up on the wheel, the point leader. He's going for 4th. Back to the stripe they come. Popsicle sticks are up. 2 to go, Matt. It's still Rowan Pennick, but the big story is the battle for fourth.
That's the best battle between Keith Rocco on the outside of the 88 and Glenn Reed in the 17. Two adversaries running 1-2. Rowan Pennick, Ryan Priest. Priest trying to play catch-up as they dive bomb their way off the corner and missile down the front stretch. Priest is still in second. Pennick, 1 lap away from victory.
Rowan Pennick, he came, he saw, and he conquered for 13th position. Pennick strings it out down the back straightaway. Priest is on his back bumper. Here comes Keith Rocco to the outside of Joey Cipriano. Pennick will take down the win. Priest, and look at the dogfight battle for third. It is Cipriano to finish in third, Keith Rocco to finish in fourth, and Glenn Reed to finish.